You thought you were just getting slower, but your muscles were quietly slipping away. And for women after 60, that loss moves faster than anyone ever warned you. No big signs, just a quiet weakening, until one day, it's too heavy to lift the groceries, too hard to stand from the floor. Have you noticed it too? Let's walk through this, gently. Recently, studies revealed something most health conversations forget to mention. Older women lose muscle faster than men, but almost no one talks about it. Funding for women's muscle health is a fraction of what's spent studying men. Clinical trials often group women and men together, ignoring how differently their bodies age. And so, millions of women walk into their 60s, 70s, and 80s, unaware that their muscles are disappearing faster, quietly, beneath the surface. It's not weakness, it's biology, and it's being overlooked. Have you felt it too? A little more unsteadiness when standing, a little more effort to open jars, lift grandchildren, reach overhead. You're not imagining it. You're not just aging. Your muscles are asking for help, and no one taught you how to listen. Today, we change that. Together. Not with pressure, not with guilt, but with small, steady steps back toward your own strength. In your younger years, losing a little strength was no big deal. You bounced back. You climbed stairs without thinking. You carried laundry, grandchildren, groceries, all without pause. But something shifts after 60. The bounce doesn't come back as quickly. The muscles that once carried you start to fade faster than you expect. And you don't feel it all at once. You feel it in small betrayals, knees trembling after standing too long, hands struggling to open jars, a stumble on uneven ground that wasn't there before. Have you noticed moments like that too? Those moments aren't just accidents, they're signals. Quiet calls from a body that needs new attention. Because when women lose muscle, they lose more than strength. They lose stability. They lose energy. They lose the quiet confidence that once let them move through life without fear. And here's the hardest part. Most women blame themselves. Maybe I'm lazy now. Maybe I'm just weak. But you are not lazy. You are not weak. You are living inside a system that never taught you muscle mattered. And today, you begin learning what no one told you before. Think back for a moment to the younger woman you once were, strong without thinking about it, lifting bags, hugging family, running errands, all effortless. You didn't have to question whether your body would respond. It just did. Now, that same woman is still here. She is simply carrying years of living, loving, and caring, without enough support for her own strength. It's not your fault. It's the quiet cost of years spent putting others first. And now, your body is asking for a little more care, a little more awareness, a little more devotion, not to others this time, but to yourself. Have you felt that whisper inside too? The one that says, I want to move freely again. The one that says, I want my energy back. That whisper matters, because strength in older women doesn't just change bodies. It changes lives. It changes how you rise from a chair, how you walk across a room, how you hold yourself in the world, upright, steady, confident, and most of all, it changes how you feel inside your own life. Isn't that worth protecting? Many women don't realize how much muscle loss shapes their daily struggles. It's not just feeling a little slower. It's standing at the sink and feeling your back ache. It's needing two hands to lift something you once carried with one. It's thinking twice before walking up the stairs. Over time, these hesitations pile up. They steal freedom. They chip away at independence. They plant a quiet fear. Maybe I can't do this anymore. Have you felt that fear creeping in too? Muscle loss makes life smaller, not just physically but emotionally. It makes you second-guess invitations to family gatherings. It makes you hesitate before planning trips, outings, adventures. Slowly, silently, it rearranges your world, making it smaller, safer, but lonelier. But here's the truth few people say out loud. This shrinking is not inevitable. It can be slowed. It can even be reversed. Not with massive effort, but with small daily choices that tell your body, I still need you. That's how resilience returns. That's how confidence grows. And that's how life expands again, one step at a time. Imagine what could change if your muscles were stronger again. Not bodybuilder strong, everyday strong. Strong enough to climb stairs without hesitation. Strong enough to open jars without asking for help. Strong enough to pick up your grandchild and swing them into laughter. Can you feel that picture in your mind? That's not a dream. That's your body's quiet potential. Still waiting, still ready. All it needs is a signal, a reminder. A few minutes of gentle strength-building movement each day. A meal that includes a little more protein. A pause in the afternoon to stand tall and breathe deep. None of this demands perfection, only presence, only care. You are not starting from nothing. You are starting from a lifetime of resilience, just waiting to be tapped again. Have you forgotten how strong you already are? Strength never truly leaves you. It just quiets, waiting for your invitation. Today can be that invitation. Now that you see the hidden story behind muscle loss, let's talk about the path forward. Because the path isn't paved with big leaps, it's built with small, steady footprints. One choice at a time, one moment of care at a time. And it starts not by fighting aging, but by working with it. Your body is not your enemy. It's your oldest, most faithful companion. And like any relationship, it needs tending. So how do you begin? You begin where you are. You begin with one small act of strength today. Maybe it's standing up from a chair without using your hands. Maybe it's walking one more minute than yesterday. Maybe it's adding a boiled egg to your breakfast. Each choice builds a bridge back to strength, and every bridge makes the next one easier. Have you thought about what your first small bridge might be? Because the beautiful truth is, you don't need to be perfect to be powerful again. You just need to be present, and willing, and kind enough to yourself to begin. Let's slow down together for a moment. Because beginning isn't just about moving your body. It's about shifting the way you see yourself. For years, the world may have told you that slowing down was inevitable, that weakness was normal, that shrinking your life to fit your body was the only option. But that story isn't the full story. Because while aging changes the body, it doesn't erase your right to strength. It doesn't erase your right to move freely, to feel steady, to live wide and open, not small and cautious. Have you felt yourself making your world smaller without even realizing? Choosing shorter walks, saying no to invitations that once excited you, staying closer to home, just in case. These small retreats feel safe, but they quietly cost you strength. The good news is, every small retreat can be met with a small return. One step farther today, one moment longer standing tall, one lift of your own body weight, no assistance. This is how strength sneaks back in, not with noise, not with grand gestures, but with small, steady affirmations. I am still here. I still can. I am still becoming. Maybe you're wondering right now, is it really possible to rebuild strength after all this time? It's a fair question, especially when the body feels slower, when energy feels thinner, when the past feels like a different lifetime. But here's what research and real life show us. Muscles remain responsive at every age, even into your 80s and 90s. The key is not in doing more, it's in doing consistently, giving your body small but regular invitations to rebuild. Lifting light objects a few times a day, standing from a chair without hands once more than yesterday, taking an extra walk around the living room after dinner. These don't look heroic from the outside, but inside your muscles, inside your cells, they are. Every contraction tells your body, keep growing, keep protecting me, keep showing up for this life. And the body, faithful as ever, listens. It responds, it adapts, it rebuilds, not overnight, but surely quietly. Have you given your body the chance to respond yet? If not, today can be the first small yes. There's something else you deserve to hear, something that too many women forget. You are allowed to prioritize your own strength, not just for others, not just so you can keep caregiving or staying busy, but because your life matters, fully, beautifully, independently. Have you ever thought about it that way? That your strength isn't selfish, it's sacred. That preserving your ability to move, to reach, to embrace, is an act of self-respect. For years, many women have been taught to shrink themselves, to stay small, to ask for less, to expect their bodies to quietly fade without complaint. But you don't have to accept that. You can decide today that shrinking stops here, that strength, energy, and freedom are worth reaching for, even now. And the beautiful part is, it doesn't take radical change. It takes small, stubborn hope. It takes one lifted leg, one strengthened arm, one steady, faithful breath at a time. That's how transformation begins, not with noise, not with fanfare, but with the quiet reclaiming of what was always yours. Maybe you're wondering, where exactly do I start? The answer is simpler than you think. You start by noticing. Notice how your body feels when you stand. Notice where you hesitate. Notice what feels heavier than it used to. Each of those moments is not a defeat. It's an invitation, an opening to bring your attention and your action back to yourself. So start small. Choose one daily movement that feels just a little challenging. Maybe standing up and sitting down 5 extra times. Maybe lifting a light bag 10 times. Maybe holding your arms out while breathing deeply. And pair it with one small meal upgrade. A boiled egg added to breakfast. A handful of nuts after your afternoon walk. Strength isn't built by huge gestures. It's built by daily loyalty to yourself, to your body, to your future. Have you given yourself permission to believe that yet? That you're still worthy of strength, still capable of growth, still invited to stand taller inside your own life? Let's bring it all together gently. Women over 60 lose muscle faster, not because they are weaker, but because biology, history, and forgotten attention combined to create a silent drift. And now, you see it. You feel it, not as fear, but as a call to return to your strength, in your way, in your time. No one can do it for you, but you don't have to do it alone either. Every small movement you choose, every extra bite of nourishment you add, every quiet promise you make to yourself. These are not small things. They are sacred acts of resilience. They are the proof that even now, even here, strength can be rebuilt. Life can be widened again. And hope can be something you don't just feel, but live. Have you decided what your first step will be? Maybe today is the perfect day to find out. So here's the gentle truth behind everything we shared today. Muscle loss in women after 60 is real. It's faster. It's quieter. And for too long, it's been overlooked. But you are not overlooked here. Your strength still matters. Your movement still matters. Your life, full, steady, free, still matters. And it's never too late to take it back. Start with one step. Start with one lift. Start with one quiet promise to yourself. I still deserve strength. I still deserve freedom. And let that promise grow stronger every day you show up for it. If this video helped you see your body with more hope and more possibility, please consider liking it and sharing it with someone you love. Because strength grows faster when it's shared.